Good evening. Welcome to week 5 of Hoops Friday Night. I'm Tony Quach. He's Dylan Tyson. Dave will be back with us next week. Dylan, can you believe this is the final Hoops Friday Night of 2023?
Man, Tony, I gotta tell you, it's hard to swallow, but time flies when you're having fun. Well, tonight our local teams hit the hardwood for non-conference action, but there's still no better way to end the year than with a win for your team.
One notable non-conference meet was a showdown between Lima Senior and Findlay. These two former track foes collide in a Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
In the last 20 seasons, this is the 45th edition of rivalry between Spartans and Trojans, and what a rivalry it's been. 22 wins for Findlay, 20 for Lima Senior, but they're coming off a 2-week break into this one, and Findlay taking full advantage. First point of the game, Luke Weirach going up top for the alley-oop. Will Cordonier lays it in. 10 seconds in, we're already seeing fireworks. Moments later, Ben Best forces a takeaway, kicks it over to Sam Ernst. 7-0 Trojans. Lima Senior looking for points, trailing 13-6. Kalik Wash out to Jagger Hutchins, and Jagger with the dagger. 4-point game, but Findlay gets the last laugh. Cordonier from downtown, and the Trojans lead by 9 at the end of the first. They go on to win, 82-59. Back here in Lima for Temple Christian, the Pioneers are 3-0 in the back. They welcome 2-6 Fort Jennings. Musketeers looking to bounce back from an OT heartbreaker at Lincoln View. And they're moving it around the horn early on as Adam Hurston nails the 3 from the corner and the Musketeers strike first. But a few plays later, the Pioneers have retaliated. Senior Dawson Clay gets the lay to go. Temple Christian trailing 9-5. But on their next possession, Derek Schultz loads up and drains the 3 from distance. He cuts the Musketeers' lead to just 1. Under 2 minutes to play left in the first. Hurston from the free throw line, and he gets the friendly bounce on the mid-range J. Musketeers up 11-8. Later, Hurston comes right back again, and his shooting display continues as he's going to collect the loose ball and can yet another three-pointer. Fort Jennings would go on to win 56-51 over the Pioneers for their 3rd win of the season.
To Bluffton, the Pirates were in action against the Corey Rossin Hornets in the annual McDonald's Holiday Tournament. It's been a lopsided affair to say the least, with Bluffton winning the previous 11 meetings against Corey Rossin. In the first, home team leads by 2. Merrick Donaldson bounces it to John Paul Yoder, and the junior gets a hoop and the harm. Bluffton will take a 5-point lead after the 3-point play. Moments later, Blake Summers grabs the loose rock and puts it through the net. Bluffton takes a 7-0 lead. Hornets are looking for a stop. Wilson Garmotter hands it off to Carson Reese, and the sophomore hangs 3 on the board. Road team now trails by 4. In the final seconds of the first is Reese again with the 3 ball. He beats the buzzer, but Corey Rossin trails 19-6. In the second, Taryn Boblet shows off his range. That triple try is true. Bluffton wins 73-51. The prior game at the Pirate Ship saw Arlington come away with a 76-41 victory over Continental. That being said, Bluffton and Arlington will meet in the championship game tomorrow at 6:15. Meanwhile, Corey Rossin and Continental will play in the consolation game at 5 p.m. One more Allen County team hit the road tonight. Elida was on the road to New Bremen. The Bulldogs outlasted the Cardinals in not 1, but 2 overtime periods to win 69-67. We also had another Bulldog squad in the WBL in action. Salina defeated Heritage 46-35 at home for their 3rd win of the season. And here's some other scores from Mercer County. Coldwater takes down Ansonia 64-38. The Cavs are now 6-0 to begin their season. Meanwhile, in the Battle of 119, the St. Henry Redskins defeated the Fort Recovery Indians 53-40 to win the tournament title. We need to take our first break on Hoops Friday Night. When we return, catch highlights from Putnam County, and we have a marquee showdown at the Walk-In Closet as St. Mary's head coach goes for his 600 career win.
Welcome back. 2 of the top teams in the area looking to carry their win streaks into the new year. St. Mary's, winners of 3 in a row, travels to Spencerville for a team that started 0-2, but has since won their last 4. Something's got to give in what would be a chess match between 2 historic head coaches. Kevin Sensabaugh, year 23 at Spencerville, taking on Dan Hegemeyer's Rough Riders. He's sitting at 599 career wins on what could be a very special night. But it's the Bearcats on the move. Evan Osting drains the triple try, and the Bearcats lead by 3. A few plays later, senior Evan Angstman drives downhill and banks in the floater. Rough Riders down by 1. Ensuing moments, Carter Orr dishes it off to fellow big man Carter Sunoff. And the Carter-to-Carter connection pays off for Spencerville. Home team up 13-10. Within a minute to play in the quarter, St. Mary's looking to find something on O, moving the rock from side to side. Angstman off the screen, rises, and gets the close range shot to fall. St. Mary's goes on to win 54-50 on the road, and Coach Hegemeyer becomes the 17th boys coach in state history to reach 600 wins. Over to Putnam County for another clash of basketball titans. 7-2 Crestview, 5-2 Ottoville. These teams' last 20 battles are perfectly split, 10-10, and 3 of the last 6 have gone to overtime. 24-23 Big Green after the half, but Jarrett Harding makes a statement for Crestview in the opening seconds of the third, takes the turnover coast to coast, and just like that, the Knights back in front, and they're rolling along. Here's Ren Sheets getting physical under the rim, lays it in, and that's 8 points in a row for Crestview, 31-24. Ottoville calls timeout and finds their rhythm. On a little run of their own, it's Brandon Cavillage. Long-range jumper is good for 3. Make it 8 unanswered now for the Big Green. So we go to the fourth, 32-31, and Ottoville not taking their foot off the gas. Senior Michael Turnwald is true from the top of the key. Big-time celebration for the big-time play. And seconds later, Garrett Trentman in the corner. Count it for 3 more. The Big Green put up 18 unanswered, 21 points in the fourth quarter for a 53-37 win. Another Van Wert versus Putnam County clash. Kalida with a chance at their first win of the season, taking on a team they've beaten the last 2 years. Lincoln View, the 2-4 Lancers, can build off that overtime win on Saturday, and Cal Evans wants to do just that. Down 3 in the final seconds of the first half, nothing but nylon to tie things up at 28 and send Lincoln View to the break with momentum. To the third, Lincoln View now up by 2, but off the rebound, Kalida moving quick in transition to Jackson Huffman. He connects from downtown, and Kalida back in front, 38-37. Time winding down in the period with a tie ball game, but play of the year so far for the Lancers coming up, Tony. Reed Jackson heaves it up from beyond half court. What do you know? An outstanding buzzer beater puts Lincoln View up 43-40. We go to the fourth, and Kalida still in this ball game. Huge takeaway for Logan Kerner as the ensuing points put the Wildcats ahead 46-45. They can taste that first win, but Lincoln View here to play heartbreaker. 2 minutes on the clock. Cal Evans off the rim, and it's in. Lincoln View has the lead, and they'll keep it. The senior contributed 29 points to his team, and the Lancers win 56-49.
The Pandora Gilboa Rockets hit the road this Friday. They're in Hamlet to battle Patrick Henry Patriots. The Rockets are riding a 7-game winning streak into this one. In the first, Rockets are up by 10. Aiden Harris fakes out his defender and gets the lay of the fall. PG now up 17-5. Patriots now down by 11 as Thomas Smith works his way to the basket for 2. PH now trails by 9. But the Rockets keep the pressure on as Harris decides to spot up for 3, and it's good. PG now leads 24-10. To the second half we go. Jaden Punches sends it over to Landon Johnson, and number 3 hits the 3. Home team now trails by 11. But the Rockets are too much for the Patriots tonight. Harris for 3 once again. The Rockets roll to a 53-29 victory. We had another Van Wert versus Putnam County contest tonight. The Cougars hosted Columbus Grove, and Van Wert handed the Dogs their first loss of the season. 60-51 was the final. Another PCL team was in non-league action. Miller City made quick work of Tenora. The Wildcats defeated the Rams 59-48. And we're set for our second and final break on Hoops Friday night. When we return, catch highlights from Liberty Benton High School, and we also have college basketball action heading your way. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. After starting off the season 1-2, the Liberty Benton boys basketball program have won 3 out of their last 4 games to get back over 500. Tonight, they welcome in the Perrysburg Yellow Jackets. It's the first meeting between the two programs in this decade as Liberty Benton takes on Perrysburg in the Steve Williamson Holiday Classic. The Eagles are eyeing their 5th win overall this season. In the first, Carson Conaway gets the indirect pass and he gets his team on the board. Eagles now trail by 2. Home team now trail by 4. And off the inbound pass, Conaway goes back to work. He gets the bucket to fall, and the Eagles pull within 2. LB is looking to even things up as Chet Gherkin finishes with the lay-in. We're all tied up at 6. Eagles are now down by 5. Seth Elkirk fires it over to Gherkin, and the junior tacks on 3 more. LB is now down by 2. But the Yellow Jackets will go on a run. But here's Conaway finishing with the right. Unfortunately, LB falls 74-56. They'll play Wauseon in consolation game tomorrow at 6.
And hey, a couple more Hancock County teams in action tonight. 1 week ago, Arcadia had lost 4 straight, and now they've won 2 in a row with a 72-62 dub at Danbury. And Van Buren taking on Otsego for the first time since 2020, but they've now lost 6 of the last 7 meetings, falling to 1-6, 70-65. On the road to Hardin County, where Macomb took on the Kenton Wildcats, the home team prevails 57-53. And tonight's lone NWCC conference game saw 3-win USV traveling to 4-win Ridgemont, but the Rams continue to dominate this rivalry, now winning their 12th in a row, 46-44.
Here are some scores from the Shelby County League. Anna wins big on the road against Fort Loramie, 51-19 is the final. Meanwhile, Jackson Center takes down Fairlawn, 58-35. Then we have Russia defeating Meadowdale, 84-45 in the WPTW Holiday Classic at Pickwa, and Indian Lake falls to Bishop Hartley, 70-58. Now how about some college hoops? Dearborn to the Croy. The Oilers are looking to get back into the win column after dropping their last 2 games. In the first half, Willa Jancic gets the offensive rebound and the lay-in for the first 2 points of the game. Finley leads 2-zip early on. Oilers moving the ball around. Here's Joey Edmonds spying up and burying the triple try. Finley now leads by 5. Moments later, Edmonds glides to the hoop and he lays it up and in. Home team now leads by 8. And Finley is not letting up. Cameron Shaw fights his way to the basket and gets to the fall. Oilers go up 15-4. And then off the inbound pass from Edmonds, Shaw gets the ball and he drives to the rack once more and he lays it in with the left. Game high 22 points for him. Finley wins 106-79. We make our way south on I-75, where the Bluffton men's basketball team takes on Miami Hamilton. The Beavers look to snap a 5-game losing streak. In the first half, Ian Snelling dials up from long range. That connection is good. Bluffton leads by 3 early on. Later on, Matt Ray steps his way to the basket. That bucket is good, and Bluffton now leads by 1. The Beavers continue to add more. Ray bounces it to Snelling, and how about another triple try? A game-high 17 points for him. Bluffton now leads 11-4. And now it's Ray bouncing it to Cam Rogers. 11 points for him tonight as the Beavers take a 7-point lead. And Bluffton will not let up. Josh Krall spots up and buries the 3 ball. Beavers win 74-62. Now it's time for the ladies to take the court. The Bluffton women's basketball team battle Muskegum in another Bluffton McDonald's Holiday Classic. In the first quarter, Bluffton trails by 20. Maddie Fitzpatrick brings her team closer with this triple try. Lady Beavers now trail by 17. Now it's Lacey Fenstermaker working her way to the bucket. The PG grad gets the 2. Bluffton now trails by 18. Moments later, Fenstermaker hits Caleb Prigge, and the Patrick Henry grad hangs 3 on the board. Bluffton still trails 30-8. Later in the first, Katie Newhart muscles her way for the basket, counted, and 1. But the Lady Beavers are still down big. In the closing seconds of the quarter, Newhart finds Katie Sims, and Sims finds the bottom of the net with this 3 ball. However, Bluffton falls 76-55.
And Tony, what an awesome slate of college basketball this afternoon. Speaking of college athletics, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention OSU, one of the biggest games of the season for them. Unfortunately, Buckeyes can't find the end zone today's bowl game. The Cotton Bowl, they fall 14-3 against Missouri.
It's a rough way to end your year, but hey, we ended our year on a high note with our last Hoops Friday night of 2023. Thank you to everyone who helps put the show on air and for tuning in.
Come back tomorrow for your News Now Sports. As always, we've got you covered with Hardwood highlights. Until then, thanks for watching.